Hello and Happy New Year. This is my first video, my first walk-along video of 2026, and I'm going to talk about home, leaving home and finding home. That's the title of my next book, and I recently was at a dog sit, and a 2-week dog sit in a town not too far from where I live, and today I came home. And I am so grateful to be back at home. And I thought it would be a good subject to talk about. So I'm going to show you a little bit of my town as I, talk about home. So I spent the last 2 weeks and 1 day at a dog sit about 15 minutes from my hometown here in France. And it was an amazing dog sit, right? The house is lovely, nicely insulated, cozy, the dog adorable and low maintenance. And it was like being on vacation. And yesterday or the day before, I started feeling like, I'm ready to be home. Now, this is something that I used to feel when I lived in the United States. When I would go on vacation for a week, I would enjoy the sights, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, yeah, this is nice, but I can't wait to be back at home. And so that's why I didn't travel a whole lot then. I was a homebody. But after my mom died, I started to be less of one. I started to enjoy traveling a little bit more. I needed to find a place to spend my holidays. I started traveling to Canada. And when I was there, I was immersed. I wasn't thinking about home. And that was a shift for me. It was something that was definitely different in me. Then I got the urge to move to France. I moved to France. And I traveled a little bit in my first couple of years. I went to Greece, and I went to London and Amsterdam, Berlin. And I wasn't worried about being at home. I was enjoying myself. And then that shifted again. Now I travel from time to time, but not in a big way, because I have become a homebody once again. I have really kind of settled here in my town, and want to just be here. I was on a trip in Avignon in October of last year, and it was wonderful because it was my summit with the Carefree Expat Incubator program, the women of my program, and it was an amazing time. We learned a lot about each other. We ate a lot of good food. We saw the sights of Avignon and the surrounding area. And it was a wonderful experience. And I was there for about 6 days. And at the end of that time, when I had arrived back in my town and I was walking back up to my apartment from the bus stop and I made it into the center of town, I felt really good because I'm like, I'm home. I heard the church bells ringing. I saw the shutters, the brightly colored shutters, the plain tree-lined street, and it just felt so warm and welcoming. And I realized that one of the things that I thoroughly love about where I live is that not all the buildings and apartments and houses are just a shade of gray. Like, some of them are colored. The Shutters definitely are, and that just provides a pop of something that makes me feel good. But I hadn't realized that before I returned from Avignon. So, home, leaving home, finding home. That is the title, or the working title, of my upcoming book. It's a memoir where I talk about why I had to start over in a new country, something that felt a little foreign to me, a little bit unusual, a little bit impractical, but yet I'd done it anyway. Why was it? What was waiting for me here? And I am just about done with the fourth draft of this book. And as I listen to interviews with people who are writers, and I hear them talk about, my 20th draft, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't have to go through 20 versions of this. But I can understand it. Each time you go through it, you improve it. And I feel like I'm at a really good place with it. I think I'm at a really good place with understanding why I had to make my move here and why France feels like home to me. When I was in university as a freshman, I was so homesick. I was not in a good place. And when I moved to France, and I didn't know anybody, I didn't have that feeling at all. There was a sensation of being off kilter because I had stepped into this unknown. I had done something that was out of my element in quitting a job and not earning money, living off of savings. But I was not homesick. From the moment the plane touched down in Paris, even though it's still 5 hours from my apartment in Perpignan, I felt good. I felt at home. I felt at ease. I felt at peace. And to me, that's what home feels like. It's a place where you can go and relax and just be yourself. So France feels like home to me, and it has since I moved here. I did make a shift from Perpignan to a smaller village that feels better to me, but I had never felt like, I want to be back in the United States. I think one of the things that made it easier for me was that I don't have close family. My parents had already died before I moved, and my brother lives far away in Texas. I don't see him much, don't talk to him much, so there wasn't that pull of that. I think a lot of times people associate home with family, which is a reason that some people struggle to move abroad, because they don't want to leave family and friends that they're really close with. And that's so understandable. I think a lot of the people that I speak to who want to make a move abroad, though, do tell me that they want to move abroad because they've never felt at home where they've lived. They've always felt a little bit out of place, or they feel like they're a little older now and they're ready to experience something new and different, new cultures, and stretch themselves. They're ready for new experiences. And I think that's amazing. I think understanding what home means to you and how your new country will fit that bill is an important part of deciding whether or not you're going to make a move abroad, and how, living in a foreign country and home, the idea of home, will honor that value, if that is a value of yours. I think most people do have that as a value, even if they're not that aware of it. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on home, the subject of home. I think it's an interesting topic that I could talk about for a long time, but I just wanted to come on and share with you my thoughts about that. Why I feel so good here in France, in Surrey. Why I am back to being a homebody, because I found my place, and I've done my exploring, and now it's just time to be where I feel the most comfortable. All right. It makes me think of, the last live stream I did. There was a question about, do you have any trips planned for 2026? And I said, I might go to Paris in February, but that's just for an interview. And then I thought, I'm like, yeah, I think some people think that I love to travel because I've made this move abroad, but not really. I like being at home. There's no place like home. So what are your thoughts on home? What does home mean to you? Let me know in the comments. And if you are interested in making a move abroad and would like some support, whether that be helping you to create a plan so that you can follow it and make it happen sooner, whether that be getting unblocked because, you want to make this move, but you've got some things that are slowing you down or holding you back, then please be sure to check out my website, thecouragecatalyst.com, and there you can schedule a complimentary discovery call. I also offer an information session, so if you're moving to France and you want to pick my brain about what my experience has been like, then you can book an information session there as well, thecouragecatalyst.com. All right, so that is all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.